everyone, this is Axel Paxel back with another theme-based tutorial. The last tutorial was about making highlights, and this time we will cover more in depth how to do dry brush and in what places they actually work the best. So as you can see, I will be working on the arms that are on the side of the Sunstalker. And this surface is perfect for dry brushing because it is almost as if it's protruding from the surface itself. Like the hands are more elevated compared to the lines that are between. And when you brush with a dry brush, you're actually only hitting the highest parts with the most paint. So this is a surface that is perfect for dry brushing. As you can see here, I've sped it up because this is the first layer of paint that I'm applying to the dry brush, and you can't almost see it because it's very dark. You have to put down the base color first, of course, and then I add the next color, which is similar in tone but only a little bit brighter. So when you're moving the brush against the surface here, it is important that you are very careful in the beginning by not applying too much pressure on your model. Of course, you have to wipe off most of the paint from the brush itself, and then you apply it carefully in the beginning, and as you paint, you leave more and more paint off from the brush so you can apply more pressure as you're going along. And you will keep hitting the highest edges and ridges. So this is a perfect example of why you should use dry brush and not cast it aside as a technique that you never should use. Like all techniques are beneficial in some manner in some places, and you could be painting these hands in a different way. You could do it with a layer and do each of the fingers individually. This of course would take a lot of time, so it makes more sense for me to be using the dry brush here because it's so fast compared to other methods. So here I've mixed in a more bright highlight color, and I'm touching the model very carefully. Just grazing it over the surface area of the model. I should call out my newest Patreon supporter, Stefan Kloppenberg. Thank you so much for becoming one of my Patreon supporters. It means a lot to me, and it means that your support actually helps me in creating content and get it out there. And for everyone else who is not a supporter, which I guess most of you aren't, I also give personal feedback on painting projects. So if you have any questions regarding any of your paint jobs that you have going on right now, I give personal feedback if you become one of my patrons. And yeah, I have some other benefits as well. If you would like to have access to all the content that I release, that's a way for you to get that as well. And I will of course include you in the thank you credits section of the video as well as calling your name out during my video. So thank you so much, Stefan, for supporting me in making content. So back to the video. This is more or less the same technique which I'm applying. I'm applying gently pressure, not careful not to hit the model too hard, because that will smear paint in places where you don't want it. As you can see, this technique is very fast. It's very rough, but it goes very fast as well. You have also kind of a good control over it when you apply it to a surface area that is elevated in this way. Some people also do highlights with a dry brush by using the stippling technique, where you just stab almost the model where you want paint to be left off. This of course takes a lot longer, because you have to work gradually from layer to layer with the dry brush. So to sum up, if you want to create a fast, nice look, use the dry brush method when there is texture or differences in height level on the surface area that you are painting. Okay, that's a short video, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.